Guys, having made such a success of modernising Sherlock Holmes, why then did you decide to take him back to his roots?
We went back. We checked the books and discovered we got it wrong. Because we could in a way, because if we'd never done this, we'd never got to see Benedict in the right outfits in the right year. And that makes them, as a Rapon and Nigel Brewster did both, Benedict and Martin have done both. And you know, hey, it's fiction, you can do that kind of thing.
I mean, is it a case of having your cake and eating it too? Because
entirely. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Nothing at all. But having modernised it and made a huge success, you can now go back and go full Doyle.
It was also a nice thing in terms of scheduling that meant this is the period where we would normally have done it at 3, but because of everyone's availability, sort of we knew we could do a special, and it seemed like the perfect place to do this. So that's what.
I mean, do you take it as a compliment that Sherlock in Victorian London is now the thing that feels strange to us?
We had some, in the press junk, incredibly, we had the exact reverse of what people said in the initial press junk. So the 2 journalists actually said, how can Sherlock Holmes possibly exist in a world without iPhones? I said there is some precedent. Which is obviously a great tribute to the success of the show, but it's an odd thing to say, isn't it?
Now, we have been, waiting for this episode for a little while now, and we know it's going to air round about Christmas time-ish, towards the end of the year, start of next year. We might have some news, though, on when the episode is actually going to air. Sue, do you want to reveal?
I'm doing this bit.
Oh, Stephen.
We've got a bit.
Stephen, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I can exclusively reveal that the long wait for Sherlock will begin again in the late evening of January the 1st. You're applauding a date!
2024.
And it is a period special, but for all the cosmetic tweaks, is this still very much the show that we've come to know and love?
Completely. We said really we wanted to make it. This is the show we would have made if we made it period. It's exactly the same style and humour and everything intact.
I mean, you said cake and eat it. That is actually when Mark and I are working together. That's what we always say about scripts: is have your cake and eat it. Because who the hell wouldn't do that if you could do that with the cake? So this is our version.
Well, on the day, can I just say also, if anyone's tweeting, in America, it will go out on the same day in America.
In the audience.
So I was meant to say that too, but I forgot America.
Well, that is very exciting that we found out when it's going to air, January 1st in the US and the UK. But that's not all the news. We've been calling this the untitled Sherlock period Victorian special for the longest time.
An unwieldy title.
It's slightly unwieldy, it would strongly fit that in the listings mags. Do we have a title?
Yes.
We do. We would like to know what the episode's called. Only if you tune out. Only if you tune out.
The special is called The Abominable Bride. The Abominable Bride.
My only issue with that title is I can't say abominable. So it's really hard.
I can't say it, I can't stop the word. Forever.
Who would like to hear Sue say the title of the Sherlock special?
Yeah.
Do you want to say it first?
The Abominable Bride.
I can't.
This feels like bullying. Let's move on. I shouldn't bully you.
I'll work up to that.
Amanda, for you, what did you think when these guys told you that you would be heading back to the 19th century?
I was excited, but realised I didn't. Yeah, I love the idea of going back to Victorian times. I think it's such a brilliant story, proper Gothic. It's great.
And when you're transporting Mary back in time, do you still play her in a very similar way? Is the core of the character still the same, or do you approach it as a completely different
Well,
thing?
she's slightly more reserved, but I think inside she's still the same sort of like strong female character.
And well, one of the great things about the Sherlock that you guys make is the incredibly strong female characters like Mary and Molly and Mrs. Hudson. How is that maintained when you're taking the leap back into Victorian times?
Well, that was the problem. That was the problem. It's a situation where, Mark and I have sort of forgotten that Mrs. Hudson doesn't really speak in the stories, and that Molly doesn't exist in the stories. So we had to take that one head on. What do we do with the fact that Sherlock wouldn't be Sherlock, and these characters weren't vital and at the heart of it? So you'll see what we've done, but we do address it very squarely. That becomes quite central. But
Amanda, what can you tell us about Mary's role in the special?
nothing. Silence.
No, actually, I don't think I've had to.
Absolutely
No,
not.
they'll kill me.
I do wonder, because you filmed this special towards the beginning of the year. As an actor, how difficult is it to have all these secrets
I'm
keep them?
hopeless at keeping secrets. I'm useless. So it's really, people say, what's going on? I'm just about to tell them. They go, hey, don't do it. So it's, I have to really bite my tongue. And there's people that maybe know a little bit. But no, they don't. It's tricky because you want to talk about it, because it's exciting, and you've spent 6 weeks doing it, and it's such a brilliant show that you want to tell everybody. And of course, do not.
On the plus side, you can talk to Martin about it.
Oh,
So
we
at the end of
talk
the day,
about it.
yeah.
We dissect it a lot.
You spoke to Martin.
Yeah.
What?
So we've got the air date, we have the title, The Abominable Bride. Thank you. But we also have one more bit of news, I believe, which is that...
I'm pregnant. No.
Don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. We have some news related to where people can see this episode, of course, on BBC One, but also elsewhere.
And also it'll be on the same day in cinemas, in Picture House and some Odeons, and tickets are going on sale from the 2nd of November. You can look on Twitter and things like that.
And in some other countries. Who's going to be spending their New Year's Day watching Sherlock on the big screen? I think that sounds like a pretty good way to spend January the 1st. Well, just a few more questions from me then. I mean, being transported back to the 19th century, we're going to see, as we saw Sherlock and John reinvented, and Mary, Mark, are we going to see 19th century Minecraft?
I think there's a fair chance.
And
Not being very helpful.
were you sort of bewigged? Were you in an amazing costume? Can you tell
Stop
us?
asking these questions.
I want to get something out of you. The other thing that strikes me is that because it's unrelated to the regular Sherlock series, you could quite easily reintroduce Moriarty if you so wished.
Well, yes, it's true. We could sort of do anything we like, but we were very keen to make sure. We haven't actually gone mad. We just thought it would be a definition of a special. It's a huge treat. It's a sort of Christmas treat. So we could do a lot of reintroductions, but we've done a lot of them about 9 times anyway. So probably time to call a halt.